Okay, today we're going to learn about how to clean out the AR210 jet plugs, which are there in case the jets get plugged with seaweed or a potential rope tow that might have gotten sucked up in the inlet. You're looking now at the jet plug itself. If you're top to bottom, the top you sort of see an arrow. That's an aligning notch. And then in the middle is the handle, and at the bottom is the button that needs to be pressed down in order to get the plugs out. Right now the plug is seated completely. Notice that the arrow is aligned with the top of the silver ring. You can see around the outside of it. And in order to release the plug, you need to push down on the button in the bottom here, and then we'll pull up on that handle. In order to do that, we have a handy dandy tool. And the handy dandy tool is just a simple 2x4. It's actually 1.5 or something by 2. And then there's a loop, a rope with a loop attached to it. And what we do is we pick up the 2x4 and we drop the end of it down on top of the button. And hopefully you can see this, the 2x4 there on top of the, see if I orient it the same way that it was before. You can sort of see how the 2x4 is right on the button. We're going to push down and listen for a pop. You hear the pop? And now that it's popped, the handle that's down there needs to be pulled up. You could use your hands or this handy dandy tool. You wrap the loop of the tool around the handle, and then you take the handle and wrap the rope from the loop around the 2x4, and hopefully you can sort of see it's attached to the handle, and you can sort of see it wrapped around the 2x4, and you just get it where it's level with the top of the deck, and you slowly pull up and you'll pull the jet plug completely out. And sometimes it's easier to pull it out by hand once you get her loose. You get your hand down in there. Helps if the arrow is facing forward. You just slowly remove it, and you can see the plug there. And then you see now the front arrow pointing to the top there is the aligning notch, and you can sort of see it's notched. It's longer or wider than the rest of it because there's a notch down inside. It has room for it. And if you look all the way down inside, now you can see a shaft. If there was something in there, plugging it or whatever, you'd see it wrapped around that. You can reach your hand down there from this side, or you can come in from underneath the boat and do that. Now, to reverse the process, we simply take the plug and insert the plug into the hole, get it lined up down inside so that that arrow is to the top. And sometimes they go in really easily, sometimes not so easily. So right now you can sort of see it's still up. I'm going to wiggle it a little bit, push it down inside. Right now the arrow is still not flush, so I'm going to actually use my handy dandy tool and gently push down on that lining notch just until it goes into place. And you can hear it sort of go into place. And then we're going to use the handy dandy tool, just because I don't feel like bending down, to push down on the T and listen for a click. And if you heard the click, now she's completely back, reseated in place where she was to start. And that's it. That's all you need to do in order to clean out the plugs. Hope that was helpful to you. Thanks. Bye.